Hey, welcome everybody. Let me just find my music button here. There we go. How's the volume? Everybody hear me? Everything working all right? Just do a quick check here. How's everyone doing? Chicken Chunks, you made it on time today. Welcome. Let's do a quick roll call. Brian Taylor, welcome. Takata, welcome. Golden Wolf, Thomas O'Reilly, Matt Electron Engineering, welcome man. Paul Grobler, Anthony Dakota, Techman TV, the wrench has arrived. We got a wrench in the chat, so everyone, you better watch what you're doing. All my hash power has been on ERG plus ZIL for the past week. Oh, nice. There's a ERG as an Ergo? There's an Ergo plus ZIL? I gotta check that out. Where are you doing that on? Okay, good. Cam, Jensen, Seb Chaps. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. So, yeah. Our prices are about the same as they were yesterday. It's not looking the greatest here. Just going to adjust my screen so we can look at some other things here. Get this a little bit smaller. Wow, a lot smaller. Whoa, what's going on here? Okay, something like that. So look at our gas fees here. Just going to do a refresh button. So yeah, look at that. Trader is only a 20.9 of a transaction fee. Fast is 18 and your standard is 18. Ultimately, what was it, like a month or two ago? Your standard was sitting over 150 and your trader fees were at like 300 or something. 300 to 600. It was insane. But yeah, those transaction fees are ultimately very low. If you do mine a flex pool and you do set your own gas limit, here's an example you can do. I always go based on the standard here. This morning it was down to like 6 on your standard transaction, so I set mine to I think 8. So if I got my payout, I think it would only cost me like 40 cents. It does tell you right in here. So right now, if I got my payout, my transaction fee gas price would be limited to 8 GUI, and that'd be 41 cents to send me my payout. So that is dirt cheap. Ultimately, before I had to set it for like 110, and it would cost me a little over $2. And that was when you'd get it on Sunday at maybe like 2 in the morning or something. But yeah, insane. The gas prices are extremely low. I'll do a video on ERG plus ZIL this week. Yeah, sounds good. I didn't know there was a combo for that. So that's actually a pretty nice thing to do there. That would be a wicked combo to hit up. I definitely look into mining that for sure. Crying on the gas rates. Yep. Takata, hey, how's it going? I did see somebody say something here. Brian Taylor. Is it possible to set up a rig to altogether mine Veruscoin with a Ryzen 9 3750X? I'm pretty sure you mean 3950X, but we know what you meant. CPU while also mining ETC with 2 RX 550 4GB GPUs while mining Chia with 1 terabyte NVMe 2280 farming to a 10 terabyte hard drive. Quick answer, yeah, you should be able to. Ultimately, I'm gonna be when Chia pools do release and I try some plotting. That's pretty much the test that I want to try. It'll probably only be with 1 GPU, but I'll have you need a GPU on it for it to boot. But for the most part, yes, I'll have a GPU on it mining. I will be trying to mine with my CPU, and at the same time, I will be testing Chia pools out. So I will be plotting while mining with both of them. So again, I'm curious to see how the performance will be affected and where it will be affected. But yeah, you should potentially be able to do all 3 at the same time. What do we got here? Sounds like big diversification there. Where? Where's some diversification going on? There was something else here. Anthony Decodu. Ethereum altcoins have so much more of an upside, especially with proof of stake being implemented soon. Ethereum hotspot miners may be a cheaper alternative with higher return ratios. That's true and false. Ultimately, Helium hotspots now, they're the very original ones. You were getting 100% of the profits. Now it almost seems like the ones you're buying currently right now through all the third-party vendors like Bobcat and Rack and whoever else, they're ultimately taking like 80% of your profits. So you're only getting 20% of what you actually mine, and the company who's selling them to you is taking most of it. So as for electricity, yeah, it's definitely a lot cheaper and for your internet and all that, but when it comes to actual profits, the depending how price and everything goes, depending how many hit the network and how you have them all talking to each other and so on, etc. I don't really know how the Helium thing works because I have not tested one myself, so I could be totally wrong on this, but it does sound like the vendors who are selling you these, they pretty much have it coded into there to be paying them more than you're mining to yourself. So that's very interesting now how that's playing out. That almost seems like robbery. They should be giving that to you for free technically for using it, but who knows what's going on with them. I have no idea yet. Mining all those different coins. I'm living in Germany with 36 cents for electric. So CPU mining isn't profitable here. Ouch, that is horrible. CPU mining is definitely down right now though. For me, I am back on Monero Ocean. Where do I actually have it here? Let's just take a quick peek at it. I think I'm only at like $2 and something, $3 a day. Under $3. It's like $2.91. So ultimately that's not the greatest right now, but prices are down. I think Monero, actually it's on my website here. What's Monero at? XMR is at $253 USD, 300, slightly over 300 Canadian. Ultimately when we were making like $5 or $6 a day, it was at like the 500 mark. So all the profits across the board are definitely down. That is for sure. Does anyone know the price of what the E9 is supposed to be? That E9 Bitmain crazy Ethereum miner. I think it's like what, $30,000 whenever they release that thing. But I was gonna do some current profitabilities here, and we're just gonna take a look at it. So like it was what, it was 3 gigahash at 2,500 watts, I believe. So at 10 cents kilowatt hour, I'm gonna hit the calculate button here. So that is making us $173.67. So I'm gonna go $174. Let's just go 174. But how much is that? 30K? Okay, so we're gonna go 30K. We're gonna divide that by $174 per day. So that's an ROI of actually pretty good. 172 days. So divide that by 30 just for an estimate of months. So that is like less than half a year. So less than 6 months to ROI that. Ultimately, and then after that, it is mostly profit. So that part does look good, but at the same time, I don't know. If that thing ever bricks on you, or ever blows up, or attack happens on the Ethereum network and they instantly move the merge over to proof of stake, then ultimately you're right, pretty much can no longer mine on that. I guess you could do Ethereum Classic and some other ETH hash algorithms. There aren't too many others on there, and I'm not sure how well it would actually do, but yes, proof of stake will end it, but ultimately we don't know when proof of stake is coming yet because Ethereum 2.0 did get pushed till middle of end of next year, but that does not say the merge got pushed. The merge, which is the transition to the proof of stake network from proof of work, could still happen at the end of this year, but we still don't know when exactly they are going to do that merge. It is still planned for the end of the year, but the full sharding Ethereum 2.0 is set for sometime next year. But yeah, what we all matter about is the actual merge part, and I don't know when that is. Do you guys know when that is? I don't even think the Ethereum devs know when that is. In my mind, if Ethereum says, okay, we're dropping, the merge is going to happen next week, they set a date. So until it actually happens, I will not. I still say they do not know, because they could 2 hours before they're about to drop it, they could hit some major issue and all of a sudden extend it for a year. We don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to be really interesting when this stuff does happen. Ergo and Raven to save us though. They well, yes and no, because you got to remember how many people are going to be selling their GPUs. How many of you out there right now are selling your GPU, are plan on selling your GPUs when the merge takes place? Any of you plan on selling right now? A lot of people are going to sell. A lot of people aren't going to sell. So everyone else is thinking, okay, we'll just move to Ravencoin. We will just move to Ergo. We'll move wherever. So if everyone starts pointing their hash rate on a single coin, your daily profits are going to drop dramatically. Like say you have a, let's just have a look here. Where is it? I did do that Ethereum 2.0. It is all speculation because we won't know till it happens. Here's what to mine. Let's just put in a quick, we'll go 6 card 3080 rig just for something to do. 6 card 3080 rig. If you guys haven't seen that Ethereum 2.0 video, then this is kind of for you. If you have seen it, then you already know what I'm going to do, and I've talked about it before, but let's just move over to Ravencoin here. So it's saying we're going to get $22. This is with current prices. Ultimately, prices could go up, prices could go down. So we're going to take this difficulty here and we're going to times it. How much difficulty do you think is going to hit? Let's say this goes up 5 times on Ravencoin. So we have to take this number. Let's see if I can. Uh-oh, did I do that? Take this number, Control C. I'm going to slap that into the calculator here. Now I don't think I can paste. See, I can't paste in the calculator, so I have to do all this manually, which does suck. So we're at 68,759. So we're going to go 68,759. 759. We're going to times that by 5. Now, can I copy this number? Let's see if I can copy that. And now I'm going to jump right back into Ravencoin here. We're going to get rid of this number. There it is. So right now, $22.43 on a 630.80 rig. Current prices, obviously. With the new difficulty, you're down to $1.61 per day with today's prices if 5 times the hash rate hits Ravencoin. So 630.80 rigs is making you $1.61 a day. So that's one thing to look at. Are you still going to be mining for $1.61 off 3080s? With 630.80s, you're going to make $1.61. Now, if the price goes up, ultimately that goes up. People are going to sell their cards as people pull off and move around the network and everything. Then ultimately, you know, things will level out. It'll take a good couple months for all the coins to level out to where we can see what's going to happen, because people are going to be moving to this coin, moving to that coin, moving to nice hash because it's profit switching, moving all over the place. And then they're going to decide, oh, we're going to sell, we're going to do this. So it's going to take a good couple months after the merge happens till we see where everything plays out. But everyone's going to be putting their hash rate at the next profitable coin at the same time. So you got to remember what's going to happen here. And right now it looks like you go from $22 down to $1.61 if the prices and everything stayed exactly the way it is right now. Ultimately, yes, it could go up. Yes, it could go down. But you got to keep in mind, this is what's going to happen. You're pulling all that hash rate away. Now, how much hash rate is actually on there? That's the other question. How much hash rate is actually on Ethereum? So let's just have a look here. And how much is ASIC? Let's just go with, we're actually down a little bit of terahash here. I'm going to find out Ethereum hash rate. We'll go to here. Where's Etherscan? There we go. Our hash rate has been going down a little bit by the looks of things, guys. What's going on? People are moving somewhere. Oh wait. When are those ASICs supposed to release? Remember, we talked about this a couple streams. We're wondering to watch this hash rate because July or something is when the A11s are set to drop, aren't they? So, like I said before in those past streams last week and the week before, to see if they're selling you all used equipment, like they've been mining with these new ASICs, the A11s, the E9s that Bitmain's going to release, whatever. So ultimately, like a couple weeks to a month before they actually go for sale, they're pulling them off the network, we're going to see a hash rate drop. That's kind of the thing I was leaning towards. And we are starting to see a hash rate drop. So are those A11s coming off the network that's been mining for the last 3-4 months, making those companies a lot of money, and now they're getting ready for the consumers? So ultimately, like I said, we're going to watch this for a couple weeks before those drop. And if the hash rate goes down, and then after they're for sale, give it another couple weeks, everyone gets them in the mail, and the hash rate goes back up, that means you just bought a whole bunch of used ASICs. So I just wanted to point that out. I don't know if that's the way it's going to work out, but we are losing hash rate and we are getting close to the actual drop of those new ASICs. So I think that's kind of interesting. Anyway, so we have 500 as of right now, 584 terahash on the Ethereum network. How much of that do you think is actual ASICs? It's probably about what, 35-40% possibly, but we can do 50% just because. So we're gonna go 584. Where's our calculator here? 584. We're going to divide that by 2 just for 50%. That's just giving us a quick rough number. And then you got to divide that by like, now, you say you're running 60 mega hash on, we'll go a little over 50%. So we're going to need like a 60% thing here. So we're going to times that by, we want, let's say 60%. Actually, that's not right. We're going to need like 40% of that. So 116 terahash about will be what could be hitting Ravencoin. Now, how much is on Ravencoin right now? 4.8 terahash. And we could see on the Kapow algorithm upwards of just do our quick miner conversions here. Where did my calculator go? 116 terahash could be coming in from 4. That is way more than times 5. That is way more than times 10. So that $1.61 could ultimately drop down to in the negatives. So that's just another thing to look at. I don't know. I hope I didn't lose any of you guys there, if that kind of made sense. It's a quick roundup. I kind of went over that in that Ethereum 2.0 merge video, like what the coins could look like. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But that's just a quick example there of what things could look like for the most part when Ethereum does kick in. Released in June. So that's this month. So it's set to release this month. Okay, so that's making a lot more sense. That's within a couple of weeks of what we've been talking about here. So yeah, look at that. We are seeing a hash rate drop. Are they pulling those A11s off the network to sell to the mining farms and to everyone else? So after we finally see a release date and wait another week or two, if we end up back to where our peak was at that point, ultimately that means everybody that bought those A11s just bought a bunch of used ASICs that silicon and, well, Bitmains aren't out yet, so right now it's the A11s that they've been mining on now for quite some time. So that's quite interesting. A lot of people are saying, like, why would Bitmain be selling ASICs if Ethereum 2.0 is coming, or 1559? They're smart business. Of course they're a smart business. You got to know they've probably been mining on these ASICs for the past 4 or 5 months. So ultimately they ROI'd these. They made a lot of money off them. Now they are selling them to all of you guys and large mining farms to make even more money. So again, this, if they're set to release in a couple weeks, this chart is actually saying they are coming off the network, selling them, and then again, this hash rate will pick back up. So that is quite interesting. We are kind of starting to see what we were thinking, but it's delayed. Get updated. So when's the date now? Now we don't know. Anyway, so interesting stuff there. A little bit of Ethereum 2.0. Profits are going to dramatically change. I missed a whole bunch of the chat going on here. So what's going on? Let me just scroll up. I won the New Egg Shuffle yesterday right after saying that I've never won. Oh, Kevin Smith. Nice. I remember that. Yes, we were talking about it. Congrats to you. Which one? What did you win? Which card? What package? What did you go in for? Miguel, the Flash is here. Welcome, Flash. That's nothing going to be the problem when ETH goes 2.0. Yeah, I'll have to reconsider halving coming. Yes, halving is coming in January or February, and ultimately your rewards are cut in half too. But then again, that's also, the price should go up for that. But with all that hash rate coming in, that price is going to have to go a lot. So again, yeah, we'll have to cut those block rewards in half to even get that. So you already are in the negatives for the most part. But very interesting. Not financial advice. Yeah, anything ever said on any of this stuff is not financial advice. ETC will be one of the big ones until you can't mine it too. Yeah, that's very true. Ethereum Classic has actually been doing a nice run up and down. It's been getting close. It actually passed Ethereum a couple times last month, so it's pretty crazy, some of these other coins. They delayed it. ETH is not the only coin that uses ETH hash. The ASIC can be moved to other coins after POS. Yes, that is very true. Kind of went over that, like Ethereum Classic and some other coins. Now, where are all the other ones? Actually, if you go on, let's just look up our deal here. Let's see, A11. Was it Coin Market Central or something? Oh, that didn't work. A11 Pro. ASIC miner value. Is this the one that tells you the other? They can do 4 or 5 coins. Here they are. So, whoa, no, I don't want none of that stuff. So they can do UBQ, UBIC here. Also, obviously Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Music Coin, Pearl, Ethergem, and Callisto is the coins that the A11 will be capable of mining. So ultimately you drop off Ethereum, you still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still have 6 options to mine. So there are other options out there ultimately, but who knows how long are they going to last? Are they rushing them? They've already been using them. Are they? A lot of stuff going on there, guys. 3060 and gaming monitor. 2022 Vitalik said that the other day on an interview. What's 2022? Alexander Jonovic. What are we speaking of? Oh, you're talking about Ethereum 2.0 being delayed, Alexander? I just want to confirm that's what you're talking about. Yes, 2022 Vitalik did say Ethereum 2.0 is delayed till mid 2022 to the end of 2022. But you got to keep in mind, he's talking Ethereum 2.0. That is full sharding, full proof of stake thing. The merge for the end of proof of work is happening before all that even comes into play. And that still could happen by the end of this year. Now, Ethereum 2.0 and the merge are two different things. The merge is the actual transition from proof of work to proof of stake. Ethereum 2.0 is when the full sharding takes place. Everyone's validating the nodes 100%. You can pull money out, put money in. It's a full working network. That is Ethereum 2.0, which is delayed till next year, the middle to the end. But the merge, which is the end of GPU mining on Ethereum, is happening before that. Yeah, they always have problems with stuff. That's what I said. Tim Bako is actually, there's a big question. What's going on? There's a live stream with Max Voltage. I believe Red Panda Mining is going to be in it as well. Tuesday it's going to be. I can't remember the time now. Max Voltage, he might show up to the stream. He usually does, but not. He did say it yesterday, so I can't remember. But yes, Tuesday, Tim Bako is having a live stream with Max Voltage, Red Panda Mining, and someone else. And they will be talking about 1559 and possibly the merge and all that other stuff. So we will get more details when that comes into play. But just know right now that the merge is before Ethereum 2.0. Whenever anybody talks about 2.0, just remember the proof of work merge, the transition away from proof of work is happening before that. So just keep that in mind. Vitalik said it was people problem rather than a coding problem. Yes, I seen that in their actual FDev Discord. They have 9 different teams working on this. That is true. And to follow, they didn't want to leave anyone behind, so actually making Ethereum 2.0 by the end of the year would be next to impossible. They might leave maybe 1 or 2, but to leave like 80% of them behind, they didn't want to do that. But again, that is for the full Ethereum 2.0 that he was talking about, not really the merge. We just gotta wait for more details. We don't know what's going on. Ultimately, for all we know, it could still be another 3-4 years. They could be way behind. They've been pushing Ethereum 2.0 since 2017 or something, and we're still here talking about it. So we don't know till it actually comes into play. That's why I say they could say it's coming out tomorrow. Until it actually comes out, I'm just saying they have no idea themselves. So just play it by ear, and as more information comes, we'll relay it. So I just want to point out though that again, that merge is before Ethereum 2.0. So just don't get the two mixed up. July is going to be a lot of havoc. Next month is going to be insane. On top of all those mining limiter cards, and then ASICs hitting. I still don't see a release date on the Bitmains, those E9s, those crazy machines, those 2500 watt 3 gigahertz mining monsters. Those are insane. Again, all used hardware possibly. But anyway, wow, that was a nice jump into this whole thing. We do have a few rig pictures, so I wanted to say at the beginning of the stream, so in case other people do watch this after, please join the Discord. Link is in the description. We need more of your rig pictures. Post in the rig pictures, because ultimately we only have like maybe 5 or 6 different people's rigs here. So let's get into them and actually start taking a look at some of these rigs. We'll be streaming as well. I am staying here though. Oh, Panda's on now. He came on late. I was wondering he wasn't on this morning. Usually he's on anywhere from 9 to 11 my time, but he's coming on now. Oh, why is he? He's gonna rob everybody. That's all right, guys. Let's just have a look at a few pictures here, and then we'll go over some more questions. And it's like we always do. Those of you that do end up staying, thanks a lot. Okay, so it's a little bit blurry. Let's just take a look at the name though before we actually jump right into this. Whose picture we got? We got Jenny Tykes. I butcher names. We all know this. So Jenny Tykes, we're taking a look at your rig right here. This is looking mighty fine. These 1660s, I totally didn't even read what it said. It does not say anything, so there was nothing to read, so I didn't skip it. These are nice though. We got the HP server power supply here. That looks blue, so that is a 94% platinum. Nice digital display. Decent cable management. I am horrible when it comes to cable management. I gotta help Red. And you have more tame viewers. Yeah, alright, Tech Man. I'll catch you later in a bit. Go help Panda out. My viewers are nice. We try to keep them in check. Everyone's nice around here. We're all friends. Oh, nice white Ethernet cable here. There's a little angle here. What's going on with the angles though, I'm wondering. I'm not too sure. This one, no, they're all a little bit angled. That's alright though, looking pretty sweet. Sweet stuff. Good rigs. We love looking at rig pictures. Unlike gamers who just frown and want to fight everybody for the last card possible. Alright, now we can see it in some light. What's going on here? So, oh, they're haywired in and zip tied and all sorts of whatever you can get done to keep them in there. So that, nice. I'm just wondering how, oh, this must all be a custom frame, so there's no pre-drilled holes or anything. Not sure what breakout board that is. X11, I am thinking from Parallel. Oh yeah, there's a sticker. I think that's Parallelminer right there. I do have links to Parallelminer if you do want to pick up some power supplies or whatever. They are running low on stock, incredibly fast. It's insane. What motherboard is this? I am not sure. This motherboard is obviously a gigabyte. I won't go anywhere. Thanks for showing up, guys. Discord wants me to verify my phone number, but it says another account is already using it. What? Really? Even in my Discord, or just Discord to log in general is doing that? Because I don't have that set up in my Discord personally, but oh, we got some GPUrisers.com, so risers on this one. Sweet. The nice newer ones, these are the white ones. Good stuff. Nice rig, nice rig. Better than my rig. My rig's a mess because I'm constantly pulling it apart and doing tests for you guys because I don't have too much stuff to work with, but I do what I can. What do we got here? Blue eChip HP guy. Oh, explanation P guy is what we got here. Let's take a look at this. It looks like AMD processor going on in the middle. Not sure which processor, but an AMD one nonetheless. Got some, what is this? Corsair Vengeance RGB. I believe it's the same stuff I have in my PC. Nice looking rig though. 2 GeForce RTX Asus Tough Gaming. I don't 3060 Ti's possibly. They're pretty thick though. Could be 3070s. Not 100. Oh, they do have 2 8-pins. Could be 3070s. Nice rig though. Looking good. Stingy 38 knock 50 bucks. Thanks again for the 50 knock. What currency is that? Oh, Red Panda Miner is streaming now, but I will stay here. Thank you, knock. Much appreciated. I love you guys. Diehard Rabid Miners. Thank you very much for the donation. Much appreciated. I use Discord daily, but can't send or see any messages on the Rabid. Really? Allison Lecardo. Did you do the verification and everything? Let me know what's going on. If there's issues here, I gotta fix something. Remember, send me a DM. I will try to get you in. That way I know you're legit. But like, yeah, send me a DM if you can't get in or you're having issues and I can look into it. So hopefully you guys should be able to at least see me and DM me. I'm hoping that's a thing. All right, wow, 54 viewers, guys, 30 likes. Smash that like button and let's get on with some more of these. And this is our thumbnail from Pumuse. 1660 Supers custom frame build with possible 14 GPUs per frame. Are building a grow tent now. Cable management then. Summer is coming. Yes, summer is coming. A grow tent. I've yet to try out the grow tent, but a lot of people definitely love them. And this is looking sweet. Wow, 1660 Supers. I wish I need to get my hands on a 1660 Super. 50 knock is 7 USD. Well, that's alright, because then 7 USD is probably around $9 or something Canadian. So me being from Canada, it's another little bonus. So again, thanks a lot there, Stingy38, and hopefully I'm not butchering your name, at least not too much. 1660 Supers. I need to get my hands on at least one of these. I would really like to test the power consumption on these because, as I try to point out, do not listen to software. It absolutely is wrong, even with NVIDIA cards. Again, you know, your depending on your power supply, if it's gold rated, 94%, 80%, whatever, that could matter as well. But I don't have any actual platinums to do a test like that, but I should look into finding myself an actual 94% PSU to confirm those tests and go back and forth between them. But anyway, this is a nice looking rig. Bunch of 1660 Supers. Some more testing I need to do with 1660 Supers is ultimately on those RebTech motherboards to see what's going on there. Small rig here from the UK from Rooney97. That's okay. Any rig is a good rig. Doesn't matter if it's 1 card or 1,000 cards. So we got a 1080 Ti here. Nice. It looks like RX 580, 570, the Polaris style, or the Polaris era. An older XFX, so that looks like a Polaris era as well. And I'm not sure what this one here is in the middle. Let's kind of get in there. See if we can get a better look at this thing. It's an RMA, so it's R-made. Look at the fans on that heatsink though. Not too bad. Nice airflow up there, possibly. Not sure what this card is. Does that say gigabyte? I think that says gigabyte on it. Not 100% sure though. Sent PM, got message saying your message cannot be delivered. This is usually because you don't share a server with reception. Only accepting. Okay, that is very interesting. What is your Discord name? And maybe I could possibly. Is it same as Kevin Smith? Is it the same thing? I'll try to search for you after the live stream. Maybe I can find you. Is your name exactly the same too, Allison? Let me know. I will try to message both of you and see what's going on there. Moving on. Uh-oh. We're already at the bottom of the end of our rigs. Wow. That's alright, guys. That's alright. We definitely need some more rigs. I guess I have my CPU mining rigs I can still put in there. I haven't put those in here yet, so I guess I can blame myself as well. So we got a GQ here, I believe. I think I got the same power supply somewhere in the back 40. ASIC GeForce RTX. We can't really see the risers being used. This one's backwards than these two. Interesting. We got another one down here. Looks like it's right on the motherboard. Zip tied in. It's nice. This is a tiny little rack. What is this rack? A little mini shoe rack or something. But hey, it works, and it's probably very inexpensive. And ultimately, that's all we want. We want to get the most amount of hash rate for as least amount as possible. And we just got a new rig in, so nice. Rig on the fly. Discord uses the same. Okay, I will look into it. Bio0376. Let me just copy that name right quick, and I'll see. Bio376. Chat's moving. I'm trying to copy this. Copy. Find a notepad in here. We just add these in there. Right there, and this same name. Okay. Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. See, your names are there. I will try to fix this after the live stream. Get you guys in there. I don't know what's going on, but we will work on it, and hopefully we'll figure something out. Oh, we got some fancy lights going on now. Nice. RGBs is... Oh, yeah. I actually said RGB and not LCD. Usually I always say LCD when it comes to RGBs. I have no idea why. But yeah, RGBs ultimately add like an extra... at least 5 mega hash, right? It just does. Nice rig, looking good. Oh, here we go. What do we got going on here? Lazar, what we got going on? Oh, side. Oh, this is a top view. For a second, I thought it was standing this way. Or is it standing that way? Is this a top view or is it like laying down? I don't even know. Okay, but yeah, looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 card rig. White GPUs. Are these GPUrisers.com as well? If you guys do need risers, GPUrisers.com. Code Rabid Mining will grant you 10% off. So be sure to use it. Same thing actually at nerdgears.com. We'll grant you 2 or 3% off. I can't remember the number, but it does. Which power supply is this? That's like one of those, everything's built into it, power supplies. Insane. Looking good though. Looking really good. What do we got here? Tinfoil? Can't really see. Is it tinfoiled on the frame there? Bunch of fans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Nice. Wicked stuff. And that is the end of our rig pictures, guys. So back to chatting away, talking, seeing what's going on. Let me just get let's just zoom this back up here so we can chat away. Bam. There we go. Oop. A little more. There we go. All right, so how's chat going? What's going on back here? Check your Insta. Oh man, okay, I'll check it. Well, I gotta do that on my phone though. Give me a second here, guys. Checking it. What do we got? Start following, all caught up. Somebody send me something? I don't see anything, I just see some following stuff. I gotta check in all this. You'll never see mine then. Oh, it's only on there. I'll try to find it. Let's see here. Rabid Mining. All my stuff. Where do I find out? Panda, Space Ghost, more Panda. Where you at? Where do I find you? I will join Discord later to post my pics as soon as I start building my rig. Sounds good, Brian. You do that. I'm the cheapest. What? Okay, I do not know where. What? Cheapest. You're the cheapest. Where do I find it? Where's notifications or something? I have no idea. I never use this, so bear with me. And that's totally. What do we got? Pizza popping up here. Alright. It doesn't want to work for me. I do everything through my phone and everything's where it's supposed to be. I don't know where it is here. Should I pass it or something? Let me know if you've seen it. Because I can't see it. I suck at this. I'm not a Instagrammer. I'll find it some other time. I got my 4 rig farm up and new rig. Oh, nice, Mr. H Crypt. Sweet. Drinking beer, enjoying the stream. Metal, nice. Welcome. Chicken wings. I got 2 3060 Ti's for €800 each this week. Oh, sweet. Good deal. €800. That's, what is that Canadian? Like 1,200 possibly? I'm not even sure. How are they hashing? You got them all working good? Is a RX 570 gig, 4 gig worth $200? $200 what? USD, 200 Canadian, 200 European. It all depends where you actually live, depending on the price. Your question's gone now. What? Takata. Today I saw a riserless motherboard from AliExpress for 120 USD. Are they legit? AliExpress, or Alex Express, I believe. Yes, that's AliExpress, I believe, isn't it? But yes, they are a legit place, but you got to be careful of the sellers. If they're asking you to pay in only crypto or something like that, I would highly recommend no. Check out all their ratings, their stars, previous sales, if people are buying from them. Do all your research on the seller. There's a lot of good sellers on there. Red Panda actually buys quite a few things off Alibaba or AliExpress or whatever as well. But some of the sellers can be kind of sketchy. So just like every other type of market, just got to be really careful. What is your final config for 5900X on Hive OS Monero Ocean? I tried to use config from GitHub that you gave us, but mine didn't start. I will go check it out right now. Boom. Alright, so we'll go into here. We'll go into my CPU mining rig. Flight sheet. Edit. Can you guys see all this alright? Oh, my screen's kind of messed up. Hold on. Let me fix it for you guys. There you go. Now you can see my stuff. Okay, here's my custom miner. So I'm going to take my installation URL here and I'm going to copy that in the chat for you. Copy. Alright, so you ready? If you're CPU mining, copy that. You don't click on it or anything, just, oh, it gave me a whole bunch of weird things. That should work though. That is the URL I am using for my custom miner. I'm gonna have to go through my description because some people are saying it's working and some people are saying it's not working for them, so I don't really know what is going on there. I'm gonna have to go through it and check to make sure it is 100% up to par. What's our block rewards at? I have not checked that today. 2. Ouch, we're less than yesterday, guys. If you remember yesterday, we were at what, 2.2 up to some of them 2.4, 2.3, but most part 2.2, 2.3. We're at 2.1. Oh my gosh, we're barely over a solid normal block reward. Like, we're like an uncle constantly. A constant uncle going on here. Wow, those fees are insane. I don't even know what my profitability is. Like, what is... I usually do the basic thing off like a 63060 Ti rig. What is that making right now? It is. Whoa. Everything just shot. Oh yeah, shot above it. Ergo is above it. Whatever this is. Equal Bri something's 19. So 1910 is what that's making. Ouch. I remember last month, 2 months ago, we're at 1910 now. This thing was making $75 a month or a day. A 3060 Ti rig. Now we're down to under 20 bucks. Insane. Does dual mining ETH and ZIL impact ETH profitability? No, not necessarily, because how Ethereum and ZIL actually works is I'm stuttering away. Sorry about that. But you have dev fees, right? It's essentially just like paying off your miner dev fee, where it just mines for every couple hours. It mines for like 30 seconds to a minute to ZIL, ultimately giving you another coin on top of that, and hardly ever even noticing that drop off from Ethereum. So No, you don't really notice it. Some people who are really sticky on numbers, they might say, oh, it's not worth it because you got GPU ramp up time and all this other stuff. But long term, I think it probably is worth mining something that has a ZIL side on it. I personally think it is. I'd do it. So I'm really interested about this Ergo plus ZIL thing that's going on. I was on EaselMe a while back, and I might go back to that, but I like FlexPool really a lot, and I don't really want to ditch them, but it is nice to have that extra ZIL. Maybe FlexPool will add ZIL in as well. That would be actually pretty sweet. I should talk to him about that. Chris, FlexPool, anyone, if you're watching this after, add ZIL. Or at least a possibility to have the option for ZIL, because some people might not want to. We'll try it after. Does dual mine? We went through that. Just make sure you set dead catch. Can I add a second GPU to my pre-built system? Is it better than running two systems? Less electric thoughts. Ultimately, if you want to mine or something, you want to try to get. Now, some people say, you know, up to 19 GPUs, depending on the motherboard, and some of them got to be like mining specific without displays and all that because it uses too many lanes and the motherboard don't support it. Okay, we're not just, okay, I don't want to get beaten around the bush here. Ultimately, put in as much as you can on that one motherboard and system because, yes, you don't want to have a more power supply. That saves up on more power supply, saves up on more motherboards, more CPUs. Those all take power. Those all cost money as well. So if you have extra slots on your motherboard, add some GPUs in there if you want to throw GPUs on. It's definitely better. Has anyone in USA figured out how to cash out USD from Hotbit? I have no idea what Hotbit even is, so I'm sorry I can't help you on that. Anyone else want to help MCW out on Hotbit? Not sure what it is. Do those PCI expansions with 4 USB work on all motherboards? They work on pretty much all of them, yes. They worked on all the ones I had. Ultimately, it also boils down to your motherboard supporting enough PCI Express lanes, as well as your CPU. Everything has lanes on it, and GPUs and everything does take more and more lanes. That's why those mining specific cards like the P104s and stuff, they don't use as many lanes, if any. So that's why you can get away with adding up to 19 GPUs on, like, say, the B250 Mining Expert, because you need those mining specific cards or the motherboard just won't support them. Nice. By the way, for all the gamers out there, Control is free on Epic Game Store. What is Control? I gotta check that out. I'm a gamer. I got a gaming channel. Dude one, good question. Do I withdraw? I get this question quite often, and yes, ultimately every time I buy a GPU or a CPU mining rig or anything I've pretty much showcased on my channel to display for you guys is pretty much bought for through my crypto that I have mined. So I am not a hodler. I use my crypto to bring forth content for you guys. So I do sell on my crypto, to sum that up very quick. It's that RTX game or whatever. I'm gonna have to remember that and try and check into it. Mining on 8 laptops with a mix of 2070. Nice. How's that going for you? People have been buying laptops like crazy. Everyone's been buying whatever they can as long as it had a GPU in it. It's insane. Oh, it's a VR game. I don't have VR. I have VR on my PS4. So if I get that expansion with 4 USB slots to those GPUs I put in them, must be the same. No, they shouldn't have to be the same. It should work. Ultimately, as long as your motherboard and CPU do support all the lanes. Ultimately, the one thing I am worried about with those four USB expansions to the ×1 is, depending how you have your cables and the tension stuff, you want to make sure everything is tight in your slots, because if they're loose or come out a little bit, you can ultimately melt or burn your motherboard as well as that PCI connector. So you don't want that to happen. So you got to keep it in there tight somehow. And when you do use those, I do find they are kind of loose. So make sure you secure it pretty good, or have your cables not pulling to the side or something. Make sure everything's lined up nice. Just be really careful. Is it worth to buy a secondhand GPU? I want to build a rig, but availability is mad. Ultimately, yeah, I buy secondhand used stuff all the time. CPUs, GPUs, if you can find them. The only problem is scalper prices. If you can find them at a decent price, then by all means, give it a shot. Get a used one. Other times, people sell broken GPUs, and all it turns out to be is like a fan replacement job, which you can get really cheap. Those are like jackpots to hit, but just keep your eye out for stuff. So yes, dude one, you can definitely buy secondhand used GPUs. I'm searching Kijiji all the time here, which is the used market for in Canada here. I got 4 1066 gigabytes that had broken fans. You bought them with broken fans and all you did is swap them out and it was good to go? Cost me 18 bucks to fix them all. See, look, there you go. Sometimes you can find a sweet deal. There's a prime example right there. People are selling them. They don't know why. They're like, oh, my card's broken. It's screwed. It's overheating and the fans aren't turning, so they just think it's broken. So they go to sell it for really cheap, and, you know, a clever miner goes, hey, I can fix that. Buy a cheap GPU, throw some fans on it, and away you go. I did do a fan replacement job. RebTech sent me a 470 8 gigabyte card with it was a 580, that one, 8 gigabyte card with broken fans on it, and XFX. And yeah, I did a video on that on how to replace the fans, and then we plopped it in and worked 100%. And like it didn't. What about a modded BIOS and like it didn't boot at all? It depends on the card. If it has a dual BIOS switch, you can try swapping the switch. Ultimately, with AMD cards, I prefer Sapphires, XFX, and I believe Power Colors, the Red Devils and Red Dragons. They all have dual BIOS switches, and if you ever do brick it or you buy one bricked, as long as they didn't brick both BIOSes, they probably did. But you can just flick the switch, reboot it, and then flick the switch back, flash in the stock BIOS, and you're good to go again. It's a little trickier when they only have a single BIOS. You're going to need like another GPU, and you're going to have to detect it through Windows and do some back-end and command prompt stuff to get it to load, and then you're going to have to flash the stock in there. It's a little bigger of a pain, but it is doable even though it only has one BIOS. So you can fix a brick job. I started out with all secondhand 1066 gigabytes and 1070. See, nice. Yeah, secondhand is the way to go. Like I said, if crypto crashes or the merge comes in, there could be an influx of a lot of GPUs hitting that used market, and ultimately the more and more come, the prices will start going down a lot. Like I said, a couple months ago, last summer, I bought that 12 GPU 580 rig that had 4 PSUs, 2 motherboards, all the cables, everything, complete rig with the rack for $1,400. If you were to look that up right now, it'd be like easily over $10,000 for that same rig. So buying stuff in bear markets and slower times is obviously a lot cheaper than buying everything in prime time like it is now. Well, the prime time may have passed a little bit from last month, but we don't know where it's going to go from here. It could go up, it could go down. We're just not sure. Just keep an eye on those deals. Ultimately, when everything is bad is when everything is cheaper as well. I gotta scroll up because things were moving pretty quick. Where do we go here? Dakota, is this RTX? Okay, the game, control. Maybe I did catch up on everything. I don't have any more power at my current place for another rig. Mr. H. Crip, okay, yeah. Alright, so I guess I am pretty much caught up on the chat. Any other questions stuff out there? Anybody want to talk about something? Bear is down. Yes. Is someone wondering what the bear market is? Is that when the prices? Oh, okay. Yeah, dude one. When people refer to a bear market, that's when prices are going down. The bears are selling. And when you talk about a bull market, it's like a raging bull market. They're charging. Everything's going up and pumping. So bull market is up. Bear market is down. Can I mine with an eGPU? What is an eGPU? I gotta Google this right quick. eGPU. What's an eGPU? Your go-to destinations for all things eGPU. External GPU. That's easy. Yeah, yes, you can mine with external GPUs actually. Depending on the card. Some people use them on some laptops and whatnot. Probably external GPU. What? Okay, anyway. Okay, what can we look at? Let's find something interesting to check out here. Wow, we've already been live for an hour. It just seems like time just rolls on by. Gas fees going up or down? Come on, gas fees. Oh, they went down. Look at, we're at 6.8 now. Trading is at 14. So technically right now, because I set my gas at 8 on FlexPool, you guys can't even see that. I'm so sorry. I always forget about this. I'm constantly moving the screen size around. Okay, so look at, we're at an 6.8 standard transaction fee on Ethereum right now. So If I got my payment through Flexible right now, which I'm still a little ways away, I'm gonna hit the refresh button. Mine's set for 0.12 ETH, so we're almost there. But yeah, I would get my payment because it is set for 8. So 40 cents to send me whatever the price is at. What's gas fee? Why is it so expensive to make ETH? Well, right now an ETH transaction is really cheap. So like I said, 8 for an example here. So gas price of 8 is only going to cost me 41 cents to send whatever this is. So what do we got right now? We have $251. So it'll cost me 41 cents to send 251 USD currently right now. And that's at 8 cents. And the gas is actually lower than that. Where's that gas? We're at 6.8. You can see right here. So this is the gas fee. Ultimately, if you're not sure when to send ETH or something, the things I always look at, see, it's like, should I send ETH? I hit the refresh here. Oh, block rewards are definitely low. Okay, so what's the gas fees at? I come here and I check out ETH gas station. Okay, your standard fee here, this is what you will pay. This is the gas fee for sending a transaction. Uniswap and trading and doing stuff on exchanges, it is all right here. This is your trading gas fee, which is obviously higher because it's an instant get that transaction through right now type of thing, where just sending to somebody or whatever, you know, it's just your standard. You can wait 20-30 seconds or whatever to do that. But when you're trading, you want to send it like right now because you want it for that price, so you have to pay the higher fee for that. But right now we're ultimately very low when it comes to gas fees, so it is cheap to actually move it. How long does it take you to mine 0.12 ETH? Well, ultimately right now it is taking forever because well, the difficulty's down a bit, but well, ultimately it's because of the difficulty. The Ethereum blocks are low. Keep in mind here, like, what am I at now? I'm at 497 mega hash. I'll answer your question first before we get into another thing here, but it tells me Flexible has a nice UI here that actually tells us exactly where's my payments, how long between the last one was. So here you can see like 7 days. I took a big break here and tried a different pool, so that's why it says 20 days. But usually it took, like you can see, 1.3, 5 days, 1.12 or 0.12, 5 days, 19 hours, 0.11, 7 days, 4 hours. You can see it's climbing. 0.12, 9 days for the last one before this. So when I get my next payment, it'll tell me how long it took to go from this payment to get the next one. So obviously it's probably gonna be in the 9 to 10 day range. Now keep in mind, last summer with 300 mega hash, I was mining 0.22 Ethereum per week, 1.2 Ethereum a month. Now with like 500 mega hash, you're lucky if you get like 0.6 Ethereum per month. So your profits are, the amount of Ethereum you're actually mining is like 50% less than a year ago, like 8 months ago. So it's crazy what that difficulty actually does as it slowly, gradually builds with all those hash rates and the 3000 series cards that release and those ASIC miners. That difficulty is insanely, it impacts the network. Did Flexible change the donation? I don't see an option to change it. Let me just have another look here. Settings, where is notifications? Where is their donation? That's a good question. I am not sure. I'm gonna have to ask them. The Flexible guys are in my Discord, so that is something to look into. Is there another option here somewhere? I do not see the donation anywhere. You are correct on that. Payments, stats, rewards, past earnings, forecasted earnings. Yeah, I do not see anything with donation anymore. Great question. Yeah, you're right. I do not see you being able to change it unless I just cannot find where it is. Maybe I'm just blind, but good question. That's something to look into. Not sure what happened to the donation change thing. Metal. Okay, you're at 1.1 gigahash. Nice. That's sweet. Nice, man. My ultimate goal, well, I can't do it anymore because now I got a 3080 and I got the CPU mining rings. Ultimately, I have a 30 amp 240 volt breaker, and I worked it out. I could fit 2.4 gigahash on Ethereum with that, only if I ran 3060 Ti's. Now, if I ran all 3080s, I'd be about 2 gigahash. because 3060 Ti is ultimately the most efficient card for Ethereum. But now I got CPU miners on there. I don't even know what I could fit. I didn't do any more calculating since I started building these other rigs. But what was I gonna say here? I told you, just brain went blank. Boom. Oh, I could hit 1 gigahash if I did move everything over to Ergo. So maybe I'll do that one day and be like, yes, I hit a gigahash. Because I would have like 1.1 gigahash if I moved all my rigs to Ergo, but I have like 560 megahash when I'm on Ethereum. And you would use less power on Ergo as well. So that's another cool thing. Any thoughts on KDA and long-term mineability? I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked too much into KDA, so I don't really have too much of an opinion on it. Or I don't really have one that I can give because I don't know anything about it. I do that in about 4.25 days. You do what? 0.012 in 4.2 days? Nice. Or what are we talking about here? Maybe you have a different number up there. Okay, nice. So, are there any other questions out there? Maybe we'll just do a quick stream today. I'm not sure, or we can just keep going all day if you guys want. It's up to you. Let me know. I'm just kidding. I think my throat would die before I could do an all-day stream. I don't know how some of those people do it. Do they actually go for full 24 hours? You see some of those 24-hour stream non-stop. Like, do they like fall asleep during their stream, or someone else swap them out because they can't talk anymore, or they just sit there and dead silent? Not sure how that works because I never watched a 24-hour stream before. Wow, 0.12 ETH in about 4.25 days. Nice. And there for me, it takes me like over 9, almost 10 days to do that. So there's a difference there between a little over 500 to a gigahash. You're tired of hearing this one for sure. Thoughts on entering GPU mining given what's happening with ETH now? My thoughts are ultimately it's all up to you and if you can afford to pay for the rig. Now, if you can, I say this to everybody, I never get tired of the same question. People need to know an answer, so I just try to give it. My opinion on getting into it or starting to build a mining rig or whatever at this time would be if you can take the money to spend on that rig and ultimately throw it in the garbage and not even flinch and not care about it, then you will be okay to build yourself a rig. Now, with that perspective, a lot of people are mining for different reasons. Are you mining for just daily profits? That's it? Plan on living off mining or something? Then maybe not a good idea, unless obviously you're loaded and you can just buy a lot of it. Or are you just planning for long-term gains? Some people mine like Ravencoin, for example, or Ergo or whatever else, not even mining Ethereum, because they're hoping that in like 4 years from now, that coin will dramatically shoot up in price, and ultimately you're banking all that coin for a future type of investment. So essentially, and hodling your crypto. So there's different ways to look at it, different ways to mine. A lot of people have a different strategy when it does come to it. Myself, I'm mining it for extra money to fund my channel to showcase to you guys. That's what I do. Which quantum computer? Last payout was 81.3 hours for 1.1 ETH at my current rate. Difficulty is the factor. Difficulty is definitely a factor, which is interesting that we are going down on difficulty again. It could be due to that ASIC release here, people buying used hardware. So when people get that stuff in the mail, ultimately we will see that hash rate go back up. 4, log into phone account, delete the account, log into old account, add phone number. What? What's going on here? I missed something. Did you get it working in Discord? Is that what we're talking about? I'm confused. HCrypt, I started with the used. Okay, I think I've seen that. I don't get why spec mining when you can mine the most profitable and simply buy the other coin. Yes, totally. I should have used that example. Yes, mine the most profitable coin, depending on the transaction cost in between to get the other coin, but you should end up with more of the other coin by mining the most profitable. That is another very true strategy that a lot of people do. You are absolutely right there. To cat at Necromant FTW, it's from a little brand called D-Wave. Very cool. Subchange. Can you flash a GPU BIOS while plugged on a riser, or do you have to be on the PCI Express? You can totally do it on the riser. It's no problem at all. It doesn't matter where, as long as your card is detected, you can flash it. Hey bro, what's AMA? AMA is Ask Me Anything. Real Tokes or Talksy. Don't recognize you, so you must be new. So thank you for showing up for the live stream. Smash that subscribe button. Discord link, so you want to show your rigs and whatnot. Mr. H Crep, nice, come up. MCW, what MCW do? What did he say? He said something. I don't know. Yeah, so there we go. Prices are up a little bit from yesterday, but not much. Not much at all. Let's get this back zoomed in there. There we go. What can I mine on a quantum computer? I have 2 of those laying around. I have no idea. I don't have one. I don't even know how to look up to test it. And depends, like quantum computer from like 10 years ago, or quantum computer from like yesterday. Quantum computer that's in testing phase that's supposed to release next year. Can I flash cards on Hive OS? Yes, you can. Necroman TV, FTW, you can definitely flash on Hive OS. It's ultimately the easiest way to do it. Let's just do a quick run through. I'm not going to flash any cards, but I'll kind of show you what I mean. Here we're in Hive OS. Alright, Hive OS. So, say I wanted to flash a card here. Ultimately, I would go to, I haven't done it for a while, overclocking. So yeah, here you can see download vBIOS. So, to download your BIOS, I'm going to pick my card. So say I want this 5600 XT right here. I'm going to click on that. Now you don't have to save it, but you can save it to your actual Hive OS farm storage. So it's backed up there as well. But then you just hit download. It would download the BIOS currently on the card. Then you just open it up in whatever editor and edit it and whatnot. Now you're done editing your BIOS. You want to put it back on the card. Just click on Flash BIOS here. Then you're going to choose your file. Pick your file for whatever your BIOS is. Pick the card. So again, 5600 XT. You're going to want to click Force Flashing. That way it ignores all the security. Hit upload. Boom. Your card is now flashed. Reboot and you're good to go. You just flashed your card. That easy. Did you catch all that? You probably didn't. I do have a video on it somewhere in the back about the easy way to flash your card in Hive OS. And essentially it just goes through what I just showed you. Flash a PNG to a card. Yeah, I'm gonna flash my logo onto my card. So we'll just do that right quick and see what it hashes at. Most likely brick it, but yeah. Actually, I don't even think it'll let you unless it's a ROM file. What do you think about current profitability on ETH? Oh, it's horrible right now. Prices are through the roof. Ultimately, this is what it's gonna look like until we can't mine it anymore. That we're stuck at these profits unless between now and sometime next month some huge price thing happens that traders go crazy and we hit those gas spike fees. If that does not happen within the next month, we will never see it again. We're not going to see any high gas fees. This is what we're stuck at. 1559 is set for next month, and once that's dropped, all those transaction fees are going to be burnt. We are not going to see them, so say goodbye to all those Ethereum profits. How can I see the difficulty of the coins? I want to check some of them. All I ever do is just Google it, so I don't really know. Let me check like Monero difficulty. See what pops up for Monero difficulty chart. So here's a difficulty chart for Monero. So this is Monero. So that's all I do. I just Google it and hopefully it pops up. So not a really elaborate way to answer your question, but ultimately that's the best answer I can give is Google the difficulty for the coin you want. There's a problem with Binance Pool. I've never tried Binance Pool, so I have no idea what's going on. Ultimately, if an exchange is running a pool, I don't really trust it, but who knows? If you love Binance, you're mining to it, then that would be the best way to go with the least amount of fees, I would suppose. That way you don't have to transfer to it, transfer out of it, and all that other stuff in between. Any thoughts on the... So you've been around a while. Any thoughts on the overall state of the market? Some feel that we may be heading into a bear market. Thoughts? I'm not really sure. Right now, we're kind of in the middle. If we were going to dump to a bear market, we might have done it. If you remember 2017, once it started crashing, it did not come back up. But we did go down to about half. So we crashed half. So from here, we're kind of in the middle. It could go either way. If it decides to do another drop from here, we could be a hardcore bear market. Now, we could also see an uprise, and it could just start going up to some more all-time highs possibly. So right now, we're kind of in the flow where we don't know where it's going to end up. There's a lot of things coming for Ethereum and stuff, but for the most part, as BTC goes down, Ethereum can put in as many awesome things it wants. The price is going to drop on Ethereum, no matter how bad they want it to go up. If BTC drops, Ethereum's going to dump right alongside it. We are in a turtle market now. Yeah, we're just a slow pace, holding steady. That's why I don't really know what to do yet. But I think, like, no financial advice. I am a horrible trader. When it comes to trading, whatever I do, you do the opposite, because then you'll make money and I'll just lose it. But I think if I see like the prices start to do another 10 to 20% drop, ultimately we'll probably see a heavy bear market, and that's what I would like, start holding stuff in stable coins or stuff and waiting for it to come back up, buying at a cheaper price. That's what I would do. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea. I'm not a trader. But at the same time, we could see everything start to go right back up again. So I don't know. We're right in the middle right now, and I think whenever it starts to happen, is the next phase is what's going to happen. So up or down, who knows? How long can we mine ETH? Well, till at least the end of the year. Whether it's extended, we don't know. We talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the stream here, but Vitalik did say Ethereum 2.0 is delayed until the middle or end of next year, but that is Ethereum 2.0. Now, when anyone, bloggers, other YouTubers, crypto trader YouTubers, whoever, when they talk about Ethereum 2.0, you got to keep in mind that is full implementation of 2.0. That's your sharding. That's where you can withdraw the Ethereum and everything that's staked and all that stuff. You know, full transition to Ethereum 2.0. Now, the end of proof of work is called the merge, and that is coming before Ethereum 2.0. So the merge could still happen at the end of this year, even though Ethereum 2.0 has been delayed to the middle or end of next year. So just keep an eye. The things to look for proof of work to proof of stake, the actual transition, keep an eye on the term the merge, not Ethereum 2.0. Those are two different things. Just want to point that out. Oh, Doge Lord, what's going on, buddy? How's it going? Welcome. Bandaloff is always watching, and when you buy a coin, he dumps it. Bandaloff? Vogaloff? Are you talking about Elon? Are we that who we're speaking about here? I don't know. So if I'm hearing you right, 1559 will mean less money for mining. Well, 1559 at this point isn't gonna do anything at all, really. Let's just change our views out here. Hold on. Let's go here. Well, I just went to what to mine. I don't want that. I want the block rewards. There we go. Okay, let's go to our block rewards here. So, what 1559 is set to do is burn all the transaction fees. So all we are gonna get come 1559 is the 2 Ethereum block rewards. So no matter what, there's always a 2 Ethereum block. That's the reward for mining the block. Now you're going to get that plus an inclusion fee, which is only going to be like, we don't know what it is. They're guessing 25%. Now is it 25% of the fees that are burnt, or is it 25% of the 2 block? We don't know. So ultimately I'm guessing once 1559 does come into play, the highest reward we could possibly see per block would probably hit about 2.4, maybe. It could hit 2.6, but I don't know the percentage. I'm going to go with 2.4. So anywhere between 2 to 2.4 will be our blocks all the time, no matter what happens. The network can get super congested, and instead of seeing a 100th block, we will only see like 2.4 max. That is it. All those transactions on there are being burnt and no longer given out to the miners. So that is what 1559 is set to do. But the last few weeks, we've been sitting at these block rewards constantly because of just the network has just slowed right down. They increased the gas of the blocks and the block sizes. So we're not really seeing those high busy blocks that are full of transactions anymore. So these are what we're going to see no matter what. So come 1559, we probably won't even notice anymore. Back when they first announced it, we were seeing all those 40th blocks, 100th blocks, all that stuff. And that's when everyone was like, whoa, slow down here. So all that's going to be burnt and we're not going to see it. And everyone was outraged. But right now, this is where we're at. And this is exactly what 1559 will look like when it comes into play. So The only thing that's really going to affect us now is price and difficulty. So as more people are still coming onto the network, the difficulty is going to go up and your daily rewards will go down. And if the price goes down, obviously your rewards will go down with it. Now, if price goes up, then ultimately we will be making more, but we're still mining less Ethereum as a whole. Does that make sense to you? I hope that kind of answered your question. Okay, let's see here. But the end isn't until the merge. Yes, when the merge happens, that is the end of Ethereum mining. And that is coming in before Ethereum 2.0. Anyone want to buy my R7 374 gigabyte? It's pretty dope. We may actually see more profit compared to now. Reason being, trading volume may increase, which could result in more MEV. Yes and no. There's a big thing going on about MEV in the background that ultimately could have been the issue from a mental factor just getting into the back of everyone's head, thinking it's more profitable when ultimately it almost dropped the fees. I do not know the details on that. It's almost like a big conspiracy theory going on out there, but I don't really know it on right now. But yes, possibly the way MEV was supposed to work is through all the arbitrage bots and everything bidding on to get there really quick and whatnot. That drives the MEV price up, and you could possibly see, yes, more fees based on that MEV transactions, but whether it actually plays out that way, we don't know. The merge is on December this year. That's what I heard. Yeah, that is what they're predicting for November, December this year. They're still trying to say that. Ethereum 2.0, yes, push back to next year, but the merge is still set for the end of the year. Whether it happens again, we don't know until it actually does happen. This is Ethereum devs we're talking about. They've been talking about doing all this for the last 3 years. So we don't know what's going to happen until it does. 2 years from now, we could still be talking about it. Next month, we could hit the merge. We don't know. It could be any time. Just be ready for it and be prepared for it. That's all you can really do. I know a lot of people shocked from this drop in profitability. I don't think the difficulty will go above what it was earlier. It might and might not. It's hard to say. The mining farms still have cards on back order. A lot of places are still waiting for cards that they ordered 4 months ago. Those ASICs are coming online to the consumer, which I'm guessing are coming off the network because they're used. But again, people are buying those, so we could still see higher difficulties than we are. Look at what's it called? If you don't think difficulty will affect anything, look at Chia mining. That thing is insane. The difficulty is through the roof. Your profits are absolutely almost zero, but people are still buying hard drives and flocking to keep mining Chia. So ultimately, people are going to be flocking and buying GPUs and mining Ethereum until they absolutely can't do it anymore. Since we were talking about pretty dope GPU cards, what horizontal machine? What did I miss? Did I miss something? Oh, here it is. Thoughts on future of GPU prices, availability, specifications, GPUs being developed for miners. GPUs being developed for miners. Whenever they talk about being developed for miners, they're not talking about us residential miners. We're not even a thought in their mind. They're talking about the huge mining farms. I actually got a call from Nvidia the other day because I was looking into their CMP cards and whatnot, and the guy, honestly, he left a voicemail. I didn't actually answer, but the voicemail he left said pretty much along the lines, he sounded really drunk or really high, one of the two or both, I don't know. But anyway, it's an Nvidia guy. He said that they're not even taking orders or talking to anybody unless they're ordering at least $10 million worth of those cards. So there you go. They don't even care about you unless you come in and say, I want at least $10 million worth of these cards. So good luck. They do not care about a residential miner. Those are built for the large mining farms with money. Like you saw, Hut 8, they have that $30 million purchase of those CMP cards from Nvidia. Those are the people they're talking to. All the bloggers and all this saying they're making cards for miners, they're making them for miners. You got to keep in mind, they're only talking about mining farms. They're not talking about me or you. Us little guys, you could have I don't know, like 400 gigahash. You're still probably not even a thought in their mind. They're talking about the guys with like massive farms. Yeah, 10 million. You need at least a $10 million order. My mod in my Discord, actually, originally when they first came out, I think it was a $250,000 order, minimum order, and he went in with a bunch of guys and they actually got a $250,000 order through a little small group of people for those cards. And then when they finally took it to them, they said, no, they're doing at least $1 million order now. And now, as of the other day, they're doing at least a $10 million order. So it is insane how it's just shooting up there. You got to be a massive farm and rich to be getting those cards. Unless you're in with the guy, or you work there or something, you sneak one off to do a test on or something, or see it on the used market. They do show up on eBay from time to time and whatnot, so you can get them on other type of platforms, on people who have got them other ways. But to actually get them from them, they also said don't even talk to them, talk to the vendors. So the vendors won't really look at you unless you have a big enough order for them to even take a trip for you. They just don't really want to deal with it. It's kind of weird how they're playing it all out. In the public eye, it's like, yeah, these are for miners, no problem, they'll buy these. But they're not. Okay, so I have 30 plots with 5 years reward estimate. Such a waste. Oh my gosh, 30 plots, 5-year estimate. I remember when I first came out, it wasn't even on the exchange yet. It was telling me estimated reward for 10 terabytes was 1 month. Now it's telling me over a year. And now you're at 30 plots, you're over 5 years. It's insane. Totally a waste of money. Like I try telling people, think about it this way. This is how I think of Chia mining. We went through this in yesterday's stream. So say everyone, all of a sudden this new thing came out. We're GPU mining now, right? Okay, everyone wants to mine Ethereum, but there's no other coins out there. Only the one, just Ethereum. Now everybody is buying all these GPUs, right, and throwing it on Ethereum. As we know, we were just speaking about the difficulty and everything. If every single person every crypto miner right now put all their GPUs on one coin, what's those profits going to look like? That is exactly what Chia is right now. It is the one algorithm where everyone is trying to point all these hard drives onto and expecting for massive profits. It's not going to happen. I just don't know why some people just don't see it. You're throwing all this at one algorithm. Like, think about it. It's not like you can just swap over and do something else with it. At Red Panda Mine, I just want to ask, what? ABHI. This is the Rabid Mining. Red Panda's streaming on a different live stream. Unless you just came from there. I don't know. I just want to ask about AMD 6000 series modded BIOS. Is it available now? Also, the smart memory access for double mining. Last I heard about that anyway, though, is that's SAM you're talking about, and it turned out to be a bug. It's not really legit. Some people get it sometimes, some people don't get it, and ultimately you cannot replicate it. The BIOS is still not locked yet, but I don't know. Anyway, so supposedly I'm Red Panda now. So how's it going, guys? Welcome my friends. Sorry. Anyway, okay, what are we talking about now? ABHI, it's okay, no problem. But welcome to the live stream. I hope I did kind of answer your question. They are not unlocked yet, not that we are aware of. Okay. Rapid pad divining, yeah. Oh, sweet. The bomb difficulty. That is a good question there, actually. Rapid pad divided, yeah. That's a good one. That's awesome. That's actually happened to me twice now where someone thought I was Red Panda. But it doesn't matter. It's okay. We're all here together. Sweet. Anyway, oh, that's a good one. Okay, I gotta take a breath now. Alright, so the difficulty bomb for Ethereum. Okay, so that got delayed, obviously, when they did their last upgrade there. But what the difficulty bomb means is ultimately is a ticking time bomb to where the Ethereum network will die. Literally. So, as we know, we go through difficulty. Each block is mined, say, as an example, within 15 seconds or so, right? So, within 15 seconds, as more and more hash rate hits the network, that's where our difficulty does rise. So, making it that block time stays the same instead of getting faster and faster. So the difficulty bomb actually is an artificial difficulty that keeps getting higher, taking it longer and longer. So it gets longer and longer to actually mine the block, right? So as it gets longer and longer to mine the block, and I can't remember X amount of epochs, it doubles the time. So eventually it comes down to where the whole Ethereum network over time will just stop. You can no longer mine that last block. The difficulty is so high, all the hash rate in the world on it, every single pool, you just cannot mine that last block through an artificial difficulty. And as it slows down, ultimately, you know, gas fees get higher and higher and higher because you're trying to push through that next block until you can no longer mine that last block, and then the network shuts down. No transactions will get through, nothing else. So ultimately, it's a ticking time bomb to stop the Ethereum network, which is why they keep pushing it back until they can actually push on to the Ethereum 2.0. So that is the difficulty bomb. It just makes that block reward twice as long, twice as long, twice as long until you just cannot mine a block anymore. So I hope that helps. Are they trying to kick off ASICs? They had some code that they could implement. That's 959 or something like that. I think it was EIP 959. It's been off and on in the talks for like 3 or 4 years now, quite some time. But ultimately, I don't think ASICs will be knocked off the network at all, ever. And what's the point of dealing with that when they're so close to swapping over to proof of stake anyway? So I really don't think they will ever really look at that EIP. But you never know. They've done stranger things. Gaming PCs are a good way to get into mining, or are folks better off building a rig from the ground up? Oh, definitely. Like, that's how I initially actually first started, was with my gaming PC. If you got a card, a GPU, you know, you're playing games on it, well, you're not using it, may as well mine something and get a little bit of rewards for it. Definitely start off with gaming PC, then you can learn everything out, try different programs, watch algorithms, see how they perform, and then if you want to build a dedicated rig, then just, you know, get a cheap motherboard and CPU and all that, get another card, throw it in your rig, and just slowly build up from there, card for card. Yesterday my RX 580 8GB rig was mining 41 mega hash per card, and all cards had coil wine. I restarted my rig and everything is normal now. Coil wine? What exactly do you mean by a coil wine? I'm not 100% sure what you mean. I've heard a little whine sometimes, but usually it comes from the bearing or something by the fans. I'm not sure what the coil whine is though. Interesting. I'm collecting all the ergo I can right now. It is the coin to mine over ETH, and it doesn't boil the memory on a GDR6X cards. Yeah, it does not boil them 3080s at all. So that is definitely good. And right now is the prime time to actually mine ergo. Tomorrow, I plan on doing a what is ergo video sometime soon here, and ultimately kind of go over what it is. But ergo looks like within 6-7 years could be extremely profitable if you start mining it now. Because right now is the highest rewards you can get. It's like a 65 or 67 block reward currently. And it's set to fast track it's having. It's doing a little bit of Monero. It's got some privacy in it. It's doing the same as Ethereum. It's got dApps and DeFi going on to it. And it's starting kind of like how Bitcoin did. So it's kind of following those time frames, but it's fast tracking the whole network. So within 8 years, every ergo will be mined, with a halving every 1.5 to 2 years, I believe. So ultimately, every 2 years, the coin mined, the block will be cut in half. So ultimately, you're mining less coins, right? So right now is the prime time to actually mine ergo, and within 8 years of its release date, which was like a year or two ago, so maybe only 6 or 7 years from now, it'll be all mined up. No more coins to mine. It'll all be transaction fees after that point. But to stay true to the miners, because they plan on staying 100% proof of work, ergo also has an incentive where you have to keep moving your coins at least once every 4 years to keep the transaction fees rolling across the network for miners. So kind of interesting how it's all playing out on there. Ergo is an interesting coin. Okay, where are we at now? Coil wine is from a crappy PSU. Oh, like a bronze style PSU ready to explode. Electronically induced coil, kind of noise, excited or noise. Oh, we got like the whole Wikipedia description right there. I don't think they won't kick ASICs because of the big players, not necessarily because the merge is near the right thing or to prevent a lot of hash on a single hand. Yeah, very true too. Very, very true. Yeah, I doubt they would do anything with the ASICs. It was coming from the GPUs. Oh, yeah, you did say GPUs. That's very interesting. Recently, I changed all my RTX or RX 580s to 1080 Ti's, but it's hard to predict which coin does good on these cards. Any suggestions? Well, your best bet is to fine tune them, find your mega hash per card, punch all your mega hashes into what to mine for each style card, and see what's the most profitable coin for that card. We can try and do that right quick for you right now, actually. So you say you have some, we'll just find 1080 Ti. Where are you? So here's one 1080 Ti. So here's your profits, 1080 Ti. Looks like Rio is in second for you. And do I have the set right? That's just one, and everything's here. Okay. That's not bad for a single card, actually. Almost $3 on this algorithm. And then Rio is $2.31, 10 cents kilowatt hour. That's after power. And then you got Swap Firo. So that's your 1080 Ti. Now let's take a look at, what was your other one you said? RX 580. So let's look at a RX 580. One of those. So throw your 580s onto Ethereum. There you go. Wow, your 1080 is making more than a 580 on Ethereum. But there you go. So an RX 580 8GB card. Your best bet would be running Ethereum for those cards. And for your 1080 Ti, where was it? There it is. Your 1080 Ti, you're better off mining one of these. Now, if you want to go for the next best type of coin, I guess it would be Raven coin. Raven or Ethereum would still be, looks like, I don't know why Raven coin's above it. Oh, it's above it before power, and then Ethereum's actually above it if you count power into it. So Raven coin or Ethereum would be the best bet exchange wise and all that. Easier to move it around and sell or whatever you need to do on your 1080 Ti. That's what I would do if I was had those myself. Toss this into Ergo for the 1080. 93.5 mega hash, 148 watts. Okay, let's do that. 90, where are we at? 93.5. Okay, 93.5 and 148 watts. Okay, let's see what happens. Where is Ergo? What? I don't even see it here. Did I pass it? Anybody see Ergo? Ergo, where are you? Alright, did I do that right? 93, 148. Okay, Ergo's still not even here, so what's going on? Very interesting, very interesting. I'm just gonna, let me try to try 3070 again. I might have clicked something and got rid of Ergo. No, Ergo's right here. Did I have that right? Was I missing it? Did I fly right by it every time? Okay, let me do this again. I'm gonna do this again. 93.5. I just butchered this whole thing, didn't I? 148. I'm no longer Red Panda. I just butchered this. Ergo, where are you? Oh, there it is. Okay, $1.87 after power. So it's only 3 cents under Ethereum, and ultimately, it's better for your card probably. So yeah, you could go with Ergo on your 1080. So you can go with Ravencoin, Ethereum, or Ergo would probably be your best chances. Again, Ethereum or Ravencoin for exchange, easier to exchange and stuff. Ergo is kind of a pain right now, but it is on the ledger now, and hopefully if it does pick up, ultimately a lot of different exchanges like Coinbase and crypto.com, whatever else, will end up adapting it, but right now it is still fairly new, so who knows. Control F. What? What'd that do? Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. It's under the ad. Yeah, R9 cards do crazy power. Toss this. We did that. Can you still mine anything good with 290X? I have no idea, actually. That was a power hungry card, 290X at 300 watts. Yeah, would it? I haven't looked into Raven for a while. It's been talked about a lot, and a lot of people are into it. Dogecoin is probably listed on more exchanges than Raven. I don't even know why. Hey Rabid, did you ever play Destiny 2? Yes, I have played Destiny 2. I played Destiny 1 a lot, like constantly. Played the crap out of that game when it first released. Destiny 2, I couldn't really get into it too much. and then hopefully Destiny 3 should be releasing sometime. It's on their time frame, but that one better be good. I'm hoping. Can't believe, yeah, I'm mining Raven on my 290X, but yeah, it's power hungry, barely profitable. Oh, yeah, that's the one thing. Power. Need solar. Gonna sell it on eBay for 150 in a couple of weeks. I'm not even sure what card that is, but 150 bucks for a GPU, then it must be a pretty older, cheaper GPU. Shiba got recently listed on most of the exchanges too. Yeah, I see a lot. Well, I've seen a bunch in my YouTube feed, people talking about Shiba, but still not sure about it. Don't know what it is. Never watched them. I don't know if am I gonna go to, like, is YouTube gonna ban me for having this Lego ad up here? Kind of worried about that sometimes. Can't help you have live stream ad on your browser all of a sudden. YouTube decides to say, whoop, can't do that. It's worth 25 bucks, but today's market is not. Oh, okay. That makes sense. R9290X was the flagship model in its heyday. Don't you have ad blocker? No, I don't have any ad blocker in. Should probably put one, but I don't know. I reinstall Windows once a month anyway on my workstation, so I don't really worry about it. That's funny. There's a guy in my clan, Strength of the Wolves, and his name is Rabid. Not you, right? Uh-oh. He's on to me. No, that's not me. I haven't played forever. I'm not in any clan on Destiny 2, so. Nope, not me this time. I mostly currently play Ark Survival Evolved. As, well, most of you that follow the channel know. I started using Brave browser. Heard you can get BAT from using it. Kind of cool. Yeah, I've been meaning to look into Brave browser, but I still haven't. I probably should. Because, yeah, I hear the same thing. You can actually get a little bit of BAT from using your browser, and ad pops up. Or not sure how it works, but yeah, you can get free crypto for using the browser. So that's always a bonus. Can't go wrong there, unless it's hacking you somehow. Which I found very interesting. Like when I was building my website here, there's a lot of add-ons there. It says add a Monero mining attachment. So it's like there's a Monero miner. So I'm like, why would someone even want to do that? But technically I could. I'm not going to, don't worry. But put a background Monero miner on the website so that whoever joins your web page, all of a sudden their CPUs will start mining Monero to your address. Like, no. People will never want to visit that ever again. All of a sudden your computer bogs down and you don't know what's going on. They say some of those things you got to be careful with some places you visit. Brave doesn't always pay out content creators when you send them BAT. What? Doesn't pay out? Well, that's no good. Huh. Interesting. I started using Brave browser. Heard you can get BAT. Yeah. I don't know. I heard you can get it too, but now someone says you can't get it if you try paying. You can pay someone through the browser too. That's interesting. I know firsthand on that too. Firsthand on everything. Alrighty. So, are there any last minute questions, guy? You don't want to take up your whole Sundays. Oh, what do we got going on here? I should install Ark again. Join you sometime. Haven't gamed in months because of mining. It was too profitable to give up. I need to put this water cooled 3080 to some good use. Yeah, I know. It's insane. I was the same way with mine. I'm like, oh, I go to play a game. I'm like, now my CPU's down and my 3060 Ti is down. Now I plan on putting my 3080 into my gaming PC. So now I'm really going to be like, now I'm going to be down 100 mega hash and my 3900X is going to be down. I got to hurry up and get this game done or whatever. But then I'm just like, enough. Just play some games, let it roll. Turn it back on when it is. Being down for an hour won't matter too much. Couple hours, whatever. The only browser I use is Edge. I still haven't tried Edge. It always wants to install constantly, but I just say nope. What do you think of buying 4+ year old GPUs for mining? Don't think they typically last for 5-ish years. May as well buy them, clean them up. If it's a good decent price, then go for it. Why not? Like there's 580s. How old are 580s now? They're going strong. Still, those things. I built this 5K gaming rig back in November 20 and barely used it. Yeah, put her to some use. Get them games going again. I'm on Linux and using Edge as a... All right, guys. So, do we have any last minute questions out there before we do wrap this up? It's been about an hour and 40 minutes now, so my throat is getting sore. But we can hang in there a little longer if you guys do have some questions. I got to get working on a video for tomorrow as well. And I got to do a video for the gaming channel. Oh, it just never ends. Hey, you guys got to join up my gaming channel here. I need more subscribers. I need like another 400 and something to hit 1,000. Let me find the link. Find the link if you guys haven't hit it yet. Some of you probably already have, so who knows. I just gotta, where is it? Switch. That one. Oh, I'm at 588. I need 1,000. Do that 1,000 subs. Oh, and then I gotta do like giveaways on 2 channels. That'll be insane. Alright, here is my gaming channel. Oh no, never mind. That's to my studio. You guys can't get into that. I butchered that again. Okay, we'll go to this one. That's the wrong link, guys. It's not gonna work. There we go. I went to my studio. Try that one. That one's better. Panned out. Yeah, that's hilarious. Is he still? Oh, he probably ditched. He took off and went straight back to Panda's stream probably. Oh, Gallo Salam, welcome. We were just about to wrap it up after I shilled out my gaming channel for a little while because I need more people. Panda. RVM is doing type racer. What? Where are you top 3 cost efficient GPUs to buy at inflated MSRP prices? Well, first off, Billin, I do not recommend buying any GPU at an inflated price to start off. Second, top efficient GPUs, I would probably have to go with the 3060 Ti. I do not have a 3070 test, but I hear the 3070s are right in line with the 3060 Ti, pretty close for at least Ethereum. Now my third choice is probably going to be a toss-up. Actually, oh, wait a minute. I don't have a 1660 Ti either, a super, but I would say 3060 Ti, 3070 is probably in there as number 1. Number 2 would be a 3060 or 1660 Ti possibly. And third is a toss-up between a 5700 XT, that's for Ethereum, or a 3080. It's in there somewhere. I'm not sure where it would really be, but the 5700 XT does get a 0.41 megahash per watt ratio. 3060 Ti is what was it, 0.44 or 45, I believe. My 3080 was only doing like a 0.31 or 32 or something. But yeah, those would be my top 3 I'd best. And yeah, the Founders Editions are supposed to be beasts. I do not have any Founders Editions, so bear with me. And I do not know the hash to watt ratio on a 1660 because I do not have one to test, and I'd really like to. Oh, really? You got it? Oh, nice. You got a 1660 Super Rig. Well, that one is definitely a really decent GPU. I do not have one to test, but supposedly they are really efficient, so that would definitely be in the top 3 for sure. Supreme X is better. Yeah, I like my FTW3. That Ultra is pretty nice. Stays nice and cool. What are my temperatures at right now? We can only see my core in HiveOS, but we are running at, sitting at 40 degrees now, so my mem is probably in the 80 to 90 range at GDDR6. Who knows? At X. I got one of my computers into mining. He built a 1660 Super Rig ×8. Nice. Does your 3080 have dual BIOS switch? Yes, it does. It has a normal mode and an OC mode, and supposedly it's just a fan thing. I don't think it actually changes anything else other than a fan profile. I am just using normal mode, but if that was your next question, probably. Yeah, I'm just using normal mode. But yeah, it has a dual BIOS switch. I never really looked into everything that it does do, but I do think it only has a different fan profile, I believe. It's one kind of like a quiet and a loud one. You got to check your instant messenger. I got 5 pics, no rig. Let's see here. Where is it? How do I find it? Oh, I gotta change this. Nope, not that. Oh, I paused my stream for a second, guys. Sorry about that. I always hit that button thinking it's my OBS when it's not. Just the screen here. Okay. So where do I go? Quest. What's going on here? I don't know what any of this is. It's not loading. Broken. I might have to go on my phone and then I'll probably just upload them to Discord myself because it's not working. Rabid Panda, Ark Survival Evolved, or Survival of the Fittest. Survival Evolved. Survival of the Fittest is kind of like a Fortnite thing where you're just fighting everybody and the last person standing is the winner, but done in Ark style. But no, Survival Evolved is the actual game. You need to log into your browser, I think. What? Oh, I'll have to check that out some other time. I'm sorry. Inja was doing that to me for a good month, just cleared up for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. It's made for an app. It's not supposed to really be used in browsers, I've heard, but I have no idea. Should I buy an RX 470 4GB with mining BIOS for 180? First off, they're trying to say, hey, it has a mining BIOS. Try and add an extra $50 hashtag onto that. You can just do that yourself. Mining BIOS is really just a change of a couple numbers there, but 180 euros, so that's like 300 and something here. Depends what you want to mine. Those cards are still really good on Ergo and Raven. They're pretty good on, so 300 bucks for that. It still might be a little overpriced, but I don't know. It's up to you if you can afford it or not. I would go for a 3000 series, honestly. That's all I would try to get, but again, you don't really have choices at this type of market. Lower voltage and Q silent mode, boost cloaking, not so high. Interesting. Well, mine just says normal and OC, but yeah, that's ultimately what it boils down to. Would be Q silent mode and normal mode. Got 3700X. What miner can I set up to use just 4 to 6 cores to leave the rest for other tasks? Depends on what it's called. Helium Miner actually has it. Let's just take a quick dive into here. I'll find the... Oh, you guys can't see that. My screen is always messed up. Every time I switch, I gotta switch everything. Okay. So if I go into... Is it custom? No, not custom miner in that one. Try to find it here somewhere. Where's my flight sheets? XMR. Would it be in this one? Huge pages, CPU. Oh, where is it? I have it on one of these miners now. Do I still have my Veruscoin one up? Or Helium Miner? Helium Miner, where are you? Okay, I can't find it. I think it's like dash CPU space, and then you set the amount of threads you want. So like you have a 12 core 24 thread CPU, you'd go like dash and then CPU space, put in 12, then you'd be using 12 of your threads, which would be 6 cores out of the 12, so half your CPU would be used for mining. I can't remember which miner I was using for all that, but there is also, if you look at XM rig, actually it has some here. XM rig commands, command line options, XM rig. Where is... Oh, there's something to do with CPU here. Let's just try to find it. Set process affinity. So right here is CPU affinity. So use this command. I'll put it in chat here for you. So use that command and then space. Then you'd use your put in your cores that you'd use, and that would cut down on your actual threads you're using on your CPU. That way you have it opened up for your other possible oh, welcome Panda, what's going on? Everyone's showing up when we're wrapping up. So I got called Panda today, so someone thought I was you asking me a question, and they even added me. They added Red Panda Mining, so they typed the whole thing out. Thought I'd let you know. Good stuff. I even edited in Premiere while mining Verus. Yeah, Veruscoin was hard on my CPU. I don't know why. It was crazy. Veruscoin was hammered on my. I couldn't run anything when I was mining Veruscoin, but when I'm on Monero Ocean mining like CN Heavy or something on my CPU, I can do whatever I want. Like I could probably almost stream while mining CN Heavy, but I don't really want to tempt it. Just because who knows what could happen. I looked at your CPU mining vids. Did you count in power costs on the profits? I think I did add it in at the end there somewhere. Eventually it worked out to be 3 days of mining would be paying for the power, then the rest of the month was all profit. Rabid Mining, or Red Panda Mining, you Santa. Need a GPU badly. Everybody needs GPUs, it's insane. Insanely down. Let's go back to here. What's my Canadian price at? We dropped down $1. Don't you guys talk? You guys streaming at the same time today? No, we didn't talk. I don't know what happened. I thought, oh, maybe Panda's sick today. Yeah, I don't know. I thought Panda would have stole everybody. Giveaway from Rabid next year. What? What's going on? What's going on? I'm getting volunteered for a giveaway that I don't even have anything to give away. So I don't know what you're talking about here. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Outsmoke. Maybe Outsmoke is donating something to give away. Is that what's going on? I think that's what's going on. I think I heard that. Is that what's happening? we all witnessed that Red Panda mining is officially a bot. What? A WPM algo determined it. I missed that. What happened? You have a bot? Something happened? WPM algo determined it. You guys witnessed a bot? YouTube has shadow banned everyone. I don't get any notification from anyone streaming anymore. What? Really? I got your notification. Right when I went live, I went and checked out YouTube and it said Red Panda Mining is going live in 15 minutes. And I was just like, oh great. He changed his time today. I saw your notification. Maybe you're the only one that's everyone gets notified to because you smashed that 100K mark. So YouTube doesn't care what kind of content you do anymore. I never got chump change or yours. Really? Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what time I did mine at. It was like 7 or 8 this morning my time. So you're an hour ahead of me or before me. So it would have been like 6 or 7 Panda time. How's it going, Rabid? What's your opinions on S Classic 3.0? Is this going to affect mining with GPUs? I have no idea what's even going on with S Classic 3.0. What is Ethereum Classic 3.0? I guess obviously a hard fork or something, or what's going on with that? What's going on? What are they doing? I gotta look into this now because I do not know. Can't help you there. Jump change on me today. We go home from camping. Oh yeah, you're still out camping. Nice. Camping. Everyone here is going to the lake in like 8 minutes. So I think I'm going to miss it. I wanted to catch them both today. Hobo Goblin. I don't know. Usually I wait for Panda to start streaming. Then I usually go about an hour or so after him. So I know he has time. But I didn't see anything from him this morning. So I thought he was doing something in the afternoon. And then all of a sudden it popped up. Panda's going live in 15 minutes after I already started. I was like, uh-oh. It's going to be a slow day. Don't give away no Panda. What? You both were on at the same time. Yes, I know we were on at the same time, but I went on first, so technically I was on. I was right. I think. I'll DM you, Rabid, quick. Check it out. Okay. DM me quick. Let's find out what's going on here. Let me move this over. No one spy. No one can spy. Where we at? I don't see any DM. I'm still waiting. Hold on, guys. We're getting a special DM. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay. I see what's going on now. Some information into the Ethereum Classic 3.0. So I'll have to check that out after. Honestly, now that there are so many crypto YouTubers now, I think we can stream same time as we got views from all over. That is true. I was actually surprised. I was still holding up around like 40, 50 people. I was like, whoa. I thought I'd been down to like 4. So yeah, Panda does have a point there. Everybody has their own different crowd. I seem to have a lot more type of CPU guys out there because a lot of CPU miners actually seem to be dropping in. It's some big miner guy. I think he's Chinese. What? Rabid Mining dude, I have a buddy up there in Alberta. He grows banana trees, grows skunks and sea cans. We got, hey, speaking of banana trees, I actually got 3 banana trees in the house here growing. So we grow banana trees here too. That's funny. It's actually should be producing fruit next year. It takes 2 or 3 years till it starts actually producing bananas. So our 1 is there, and 2 we just got actually earlier this year. So they're still small little babies. I can't remember what kind of bananas they're called. They're dwarf banana trees. They're not full-fledged that you see in like Hawaiian tropics or anything. I never CPU mine, but never seen a profit from it. I never CPU mine, have never seen a profit from it. Oh, well, let me see. Where's my Monero Ocean? Do I still have it up here? There it is. This is what we're rolling with right now. Profits are way down, but we're at $2.92 a day. We were at $6 last month, but yeah. Oh, you guys can't even see that really. So I'll just adjust my screen a little bit. Okay, I'll adjust it a lot then. There we go. A little bit there. There's a little bit of CPU mining stuff. 292 per day, 0.0114 XMR. Usually we're around 0.0153 XMR per day, but my workstation is obviously streaming right now, so it is not mining. Mine is a 3900X. All my rigs are 3900Xs that I found for super discounted prices. So I built each rig for like $700. I paid $450 for the CPU itself because I won't buy MSRP on anything, and especially CPUs you can get used and whatnot. So why not get a deal on it? Jump back over to the prices again. Boom. That was the legit tag with the emoji and all. I got my first Doge payout earlier from my L3 Plus. Nice, you're mining Dogecoin? How's that going for you? How much was it and how long did it take? Is it worth it? All my processors that could mine that would eat $269 a day in power cost. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Don't use Intels. Intels are not the greatest when it comes to type of mining or anything. Maybe just try direct mining on a 5900X, so it should be similar. Yeah, 5900X you should definitely get. Should be like same hash rates. I found if you saw those past tests. Oh, I got a burp stuck in there. Sorry about that. But you saw those past tests. We found that overclocking the CPU is extremely inefficient. So I actually dropped mine down from Ryzen Clock Tuner and all that to 3.6 gigahash all-core overclocks at only like 0.95 to 1 volt on the CPU, and that found to be a pretty efficient setting there. I think the CPU was on XMR, it's a little over 13,000 kilohashes, but we were using like 109 watts or something, so really efficient over 15,000 hashes, which is 15 kilohash at like 210 watts, I believe it was. So yeah, overclocking a CPU is definitely not the way to go. I got 2 L3 pluses for $350 each, so it was no brainer kinds. Got about $7 of Doge and $2 LTC per day on each one. Oh, that's actually not too bad. That's pretty good. You'll think about it, $7 of Doge a day and $2 of LTC per day, and $350. That is that's half the price of a 3060 Ti MSRP, and mining more than a 3060. What is a 3060 Ti mining at right now? 3060 Ti, 61.8. Let me move my screen for you guys here. Constantly adjusting. Every time I go to something, we got to change it up. All right, so 61.8 at about 136 watts is, so Ethereum is 338. So you made $7 mining Dogecoin on that L3 Plus for half the price of a 3060 Ti. So you're making double of a 3060 Ti for half the price. That almost seems like a win. What's the power on that thing? I want one of those. I'll trade. I'm going to get rid of these GPUs and move to Dogecoin. You guys with me or what? Catch you later, Red Panda. Thanks for showing up. Have a good day. Hopefully we're still going. Oh my gosh, it's been 2 hours. My throat is killing me. We just keep on going. Never ending. I bought 4 heatsink. Okay, that was for Panda. Wonder if this will change the thermal grease on a few older cards. Lower temps. Can I still keep them under 70? Thermal pads. 800 watts each, so kind of power hungry. Oh, still not bad, but yeah, 800 bucks, but $7. What would $800 in power cost? So if you have 2 of them, that's 14. Hold on. Where's my phone? I gotta figure this out right quick. How much were they? You know my plan. What's my plan? Oh, my pain. I thought you said my plan. I was like, what's my plan? Tell me, because I don't even know my plan. But you know my pain, so I gotcha. Now I feel you. Those USB ASIC miners are like $65. Not sure they're worth it. I don't think so either. Those USB ones? Is that the same one Brandon Coin had? Because it made like 39 cents a day or something like that. So definitely not worth it. But I don't know. $2 in power each day. Well, that's not too bad. $2 in power if you're making 7. That's still like $5 a day, which is still more than a 3060 Ti is making before power. So that's still a win. You're still winning. Would you try some heat sinks for your 3080? They cost like £4 self-adhesive. I'm not really sure, because ultimately I'm not witnessing any thermal throttling or anything on my cards, so I don't really need them. So if I had to and I was throttling, would I try them? Probably, yeah. But right now I don't see any need for them. We'll see what happens if something starts melting in the future. Metal, I thought mine were a steal. Cost like $2. Yeah, did I miss anything here? Those Bitmine L3s are cracking in some dough. I picked up a couple from Amazon for $120 each, and they are currently pulling in $7, and it was $12 per day last week. Where'd you get those? I want to look. How much are they? From Amazon, but then the Canadian price is gonna be twice as much. Oh, we get ripped off in Canada for everything. L3 Plus for 120. L3 Plus. I guess that could be my first ASIC. A nice cheap little ASIC. That could be my first one. I want one. I'm going a video on that soon. Heat sinks on my 3080, 3090 F2W. No, my card does not seem to throttle. Nope. Like here it is right now. Where it is? It's straight out of the box with my settings. Whoa. Here's my flight sheets. Okay, hold on. I gotta adjust my screen probably. There you go. So here is my 3080 on my test bench, and that's straight out of the box. I have not done anything to it. Let's zoom up here so you can see, like 100.3 mega hash. We are full. It's not on the watt meter right now. Full system is about 86 watts. The system is using 20, so it's 256 watts, doing 100.3 mega hash, 80% fans, 224 power limit, 1070 core, 2400 memory, and yeah, she's straight out of the box. That is an FTW3 Ultra, and yeah, she was good straight out of the box, good to go. So I don't know if I just got lucky there or what, but yeah, she's doing good. It's on my test rig right now. It's a AAAWave sluice. It's just all by itself. There's nothing with it. So it's just sitting in the test rig beside me right now. I hook my camera up right quick if you want to take a peek at it. See what we got here. Let me find this. See if I can engage this camera. Oh, I don't know where my other cable is. Oh, this is really gonna mess me up. Alright, hopefully I don't accidentally do a reveal here. So I gotta turn this on. I gotta throw this into stream mode. Where are you? SV1. I can't remember how to do this now. Stream mode is over here somewhere. There we go. USB streaming on. Alright. It is plugged in. Now I just got to add it here. Give me a second. Video capture. Add. Okay. Let me bring that up there. You guys seeing that? We have live feed. Are we live? There's my card right there. Zoom in. So there's my card. There's my finger. That's my card just sitting there right there. That's my test rig on my bench right here. And there's my chat. There you guys can see yourselves talking to yourself. And now we go to my screen. Whoa, what's going on? And then this is my gaming PC. This is my gaming PC right here, or my streaming PC machine, ultimate, whatever you want to call it. 30 reflections going. All right, we're gonna kill it. Turn that off now. Boom, done. I don't have to worry about accidentally revealing stuff. So yeah, that's that. I'm on the wrong one there. There we go. What's going on here? Now I can't move my screen capture. Video capture off. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so yeah, it seems to be doing all right. I've maybe just got lucky. I'm not too sure. There we go. 3090. Yeah, this is a 3080 though. That's not a 3090. So maybe my 3080. I have not installed it. I literally just received it, so I'm interested to see if it does or doesn't. But I have heat sinks for both. Oh, nice. Yeah, throw that thing in there and see if it does it or not. Because I'm kind of curious too to see if I just got lucky or these are just actually a decently built card. Because a lot of them aren't, as we know. What do we have here? We have the same RAM. Oh yeah, do we have the Corsair Vengeance RGB? Mine is 32 gigabyte. Okay, where we at here? We blinked. Hey. Same RAM or vent. You got AC? No, I have no AC or nothing in the room. If it gets warm down here, like I said in the stream yesterday, the house here is actually really airtight. So if I open the window in this room and then I go to the other room in the basement here, it's just like a wind tunnel. Boom! Air comes in from outside and just pretty much gets sucked, blowing right out the other window. So it's pretty nice. Am I safe CPU mine with stock cooler? Depends on your... yes, Chub Change. Let me know. I am curious on that. See how it does. But Hobgoblin. I'm a name butcher, so bear with me. But... yeah, you are safe depending on your CPU. If you're using like a Ryzen, like I said, you're underclocking and undervolting your CPU. So ultimately, you shouldn't really have any temperature issues. So if you start overclocking it, try to get more out of it and burning more electricity, obviously in the process, then you will have to update to like say an NHD 15 or whatnot. Like I do have on my 2, which ultimately probably a waste of money because I did not need them because we found out that you just waste power overclocking a CPU. You live in your mom's basement? No, I live in my own basement and my own upstairs and my own everything. I don't know. This house is like, I don't know how big it is, 3,600 square feet or something. So I got like a massive basement and massive middle room and a half size upstairs or third floor, whatever you want to call it. I got an AMD Ryzen 5. You should be okay with the stock cooler on that 3600 for sure. I don't think you should need to spend any extra money upgrading that unit right there. Should be safe. 32 gigabytes. I opted for the RGB filler sticks too to get 4 sticks of RGB. Ah, okay. I just went with the 2 for dual channel. Apologize, it wasn't 3. It is the Ethereum Classic SHA-3 upgrade. Supposedly moving over to ASIC mining only, not 100% of true. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, people, I do remember Ethereum Classic, we're talking about SHA-3 actually prior to that when they dropped their DEG file to help with their security because they're getting attacked so much. SHA-3, they've been talking about that for quite some time, and ultimately Ethereum Classic, their devs and all that are really heavy into ASICs, so it's no surprise to me at all that they would go ahead with moving ASICs onto the network for sure. Someone else told me that actually it could turn CPU mineable. I do not know how much truth there is to that. I gotta look into that. Can you imagine if Ethereum Classic went CPU mining? That would be pretty darn sweet actually. But yeah, SHA-3 I do believe is gonna go ASIC. Free rep, what? House fuck, what's wrong with Mom's basement? There's absolutely nothing wrong. But yeah, I lived with my parents till I was about 23 or 4, I think. Now can't say how old I am because I'm ancient. Oh, chump change. Thanks a lot for the $9.99 donation. Much appreciated. Mom's meatloaf. Oh my gosh. Oh, insane. No, it is not. Oh, I don't know. It's great. Now what? So anyway, that's classic. That was my backup plan after the merge. Hey, we still don't know what's gonna happen. I gotta look into it more, but yeah. Do I run solar? No, I don't. I really want to. I want to test it out, but hoping some more government grants come out there, because ultimately the federal government here, our Justin Trudeau, Canadian Prime Minister guy, he actually added in interest-free loans if you want to upgrade your house for more efficiency, like solar panels. If you want to change out your insulation, your windows, your doors, all sorts of stuff like that, for that you can get a loan for it, and actually it's going to be interest-free. Also, the province of Alberta supposedly might be implementing again, hopefully, an incentive for like up to 25 to 30% tax rebate on top of solar. So you add those two together, I definitely think I would love to get solar. That's if everything could jive into the same thing, then yeah, I would totally go for it. I'd love to get like, I don't know, 25 kilowatts of solar or something. So ultimately that's like what, two or three 30 amp 240 volt breakers. That'd be a nice solar mining system to run off of. But again, that's all just dreams. Who knows if that would ever happen? You never know though. That'd be a nice goal to have though. Ultimately running free electricity. That doesn't matter what you mine. You can just mine it full bore, not even care. I need to move to Canada with those temps. I could heat my house with my rigs. Hey, wait till winter time when it's minus 40 degrees Celsius outside. Your rigs will be running at probably freezing temperature. One thing that's really cool though, I did notice how much coldness and heat does affect actual power consumption. I only have like a power consumption of 1400 watts, 1500 watts. And in the winter time, if I open the window just a crack when it's minus 40 outside, that I actually lose like probably around 80 watts at the wall when everything just drops to like 20 degrees on the rigs. Like the core temps are like 20 degrees and I lose like 80 watts at the wall because the coldness is just keeping everything nice and cool. Then the heat comes in, you gain that 80 back. Yes, exactly. Less resistance. So you keep everything cool, you use less power as well, which mining in the winter time is awesome out here. Go solar and get a windmill. Yeah, stick a windmill up on the side of the house. It's not really that windy here. Southern Alberta is really windy. Not really where I am though. I'm more central. Yes, temps can definitely affect it as well. How much does 25 kilowatt solar cost? Like 100K? I'm not even really sure. Those are just some crazy numbers I threw out there that I like. Again, this is all just dreaming stuff. I'm not sure. Oh, there is a solar provider out here actually that does accept Bitcoin. So that's pretty cool too. A solar provider that does deals through Bitcoin as well. Should we try proof of stake Eth 2.0? Should we try? I don't know. You can stake it right now if you want. Like Coinbase, I believe you can stake Eth2. Like it's not Eth2, it's all Ethereum. It's not a new coin, it's not new anything. It's just the network. You can go stake Ethereum right now and it's on the 2.0 network. Who disliked this video? Elizabeth Warren, you hear? What? Oh, I have a dislike. That's alright. I can't see dislikes, so it's not affecting me. I always have one guy. If you go through all my videos, there's always one guy that runs through at least once or twice. There's always one or two thumbs down there. It's probably, you know, a gamer or whatever. Doesn't matter. Someone that just flat out doesn't like you at all. There's always someone out there. Just don't let it bother you. I don't let it bother me, and it's my channel. Solar during the day, then automatic power transfer to get 0.08 kilowatt hour between 7 to 7. Oh, that's nice. Nice, good job. That's a good way to do it, actually. Jealous? What? What's going on? What are you talking about? Why? Oh, huh? I'm confused. I missed some. Is that thumbs down thing? Is that what you're talking about? Are we talking about pocket change? And welcome. Did you just show up? I don't remember. Did you say something up there? Or is that where the thumbs down came from? I don't know. I missed it now. It's kicked out at 17. I missed a whole bunch of stuff up here. What's going on? I'm missing some chats. It's just boom. Those are peak hours. Yes, it's definitely do not want to run at peak hours if you can avoid it. Obviously, if you have the option like solar to do that, definitely run power when it's cheap out for sure. Oh, the people hit the dislike. Yes, yeah, it happens. I think there's just nothing you can do about it. People are people. Oh well. I hear you're all sitting around 33 Celsius in summer here in Santa Cruz. Oh, 33 is hot. It's supposed to be getting to like 30, 31 here tomorrow or the next day, I think. So that's going to be pretty crazy. Do I dust my cards? I run a vacuum through them sometimes. Ultimately, like I said, I only have the couple of rigs back there. And I'm always, my cable management is horrible because I'm constantly moving cards around for tests and everything. So every once in a while, I do just take like the Dyson and swap out, vacuum, suck everything out, keep it nice and clean, maybe give it a shot of air or something, put it back in, good to go. So it's not really dusty where I live either. Some people live in a lot of really dusty area, and ultimately you got to clean them a lot more. You're gonna be here long? I don't object, but you have been here a while now. I know, I have been here for a while. We've been trying to shut down the stream for the last like 45 minutes to an hour, but people keep getting questions, so we just keep answering questions. Isn't it bad to vacuum because of static? I don't know. My Dyson's all plastic, so static doesn't really discharge a charge, does it? If plastic started conducting electricity, then I think I got stuff to worry about. Don't use a leaf blower. Just blast that thing. I got a nice soft thing. Have you seen those Dysons with the super soft fabric bottom thing? Oh, you won't damage the fans with that thing. That thing has massive suction and it's just soft. You were about to shut down, then we came over for RPM stream. Yeah, that happened too, and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, that plastic creatures, static. Plastic can build charges. Compressors are expensive. Static. Yeah, static. I don't have a dust problem. I have a fluff problem. Just use your air compressor. You can get a compressor for less than $100. I got an air compressor in the garage. I could give it a blast with those, no problem. But ultimately, like, they don't really get dusty. I have a tiny bit of dust on the fan. I do see building up, so I probably should clean them out sometime soon. But they're not too bad yet. I got a leaf blower. I'll post my first video. Blast it with a leaf blower. Get the fans spinning. Probably could wind them up like a top. I built an electric duster from AliExpress. It's pretty good. Oh, crazy. Tomorrow we'll hold them fans. Okay, guys. All right, we've been here for a long time. My throat's starting to get really sore, so I don't know if I'm losing my voice now or not. we should probably start wrapping this up, guys. So I do want to thank everybody for showing up. It was fun. We got called a few names, and some people showed up in the wrong channel a little earlier. Yeah, it was a fun little stream. Anyway, thank you everybody for showing up. Much appreciated. We'll see you next weekend at the live shows, and catch you on the next one. Rabid out.